Welcome to the Loveland Report and the Loner Ranger Show. I am Cleve Loveland, Central Florida's best real estate planner, alongside the Loner Ranger, giving you all of your real estate and mortgage news. I'm going to jump into some great listings real quick, Bruce. I've got a nice one over in Polk City on the edge of Lakeland, growing, massive growth out this way with a bunch of Amazon distribution centers and Best Buy warehousing going along as Lakeland continues to grow. This house is $215,000. This is a manufactured home, 1,000 square feet, 2 bedrooms, 2 baths, totally renovated, fireplace in the family room. Half an acre lot. This is not a manufactured home in a park. This is on a half an acre, no HOA, and just beautiful property, all redone. 2 bedrooms, 2 baths, 1,000 square feet, brand new quartz countertops, brand new cabinets, barn doors that really save your room in the closets and bathrooms. Updated bathrooms, counters, everything in this house is new down to the studs, and that's $209,000 on that one. I've got a fixer-upper. This is a total fixer-upper, $219,900. 1,500 square feet, and there's a guest apartment out back, kind of not a shed, it's a block structure, but it is an extra room on the house. 2 bedrooms, 2 baths, also and this is total fixer upper at $225,000. This is an Ocoee.
Is it got plumbing and bathrooms?
Everything's set. This just needs a total renovation on the inside and some structural.
What about the ADU? Is that set up?
It's not. It doesn't have a bathroom or kitchenette. It's more like a den, or it could be a she shed or something like that. But air conditioning and power out there. I've got Solavita, $258,000 for this 3-bedroom, 2-bath home, 1,700 square feet on a conservation area. You got a tile roof that's only 20 years old, so you got another 20 years before your insurance company hassles you. 42-inch cabinets, big open area, Florida room out back viewing the conservation area, private drive for $258,000.
That's 55 and up.
That's 55
right?
and better. Yes, that one is. That community, great golf courses in there. And then I've got at $520,000, I got a 4-3 on 1/3 of an acre in Mount Dora, 2,700 square feet. Walk to downtown. Ride your bike to downtown. It's about half mile from downtown. So beautiful. The house has been totally renovated. The owner decided they wanted something bigger after they bought it a couple years ago and renovated it. $519,900 on that one. And then we go to Orange Tree. I've got one on the golf course for
Beautiful.
That was $750,000, but that actually sold. And then I've got in Lake Mary, got a commercial office building, almost 5,000 square feet. This could be a retail center. Right now it's a kitchen and bath showroom. You could have a doctor's office, lawyer's office, another retail center, a daycare, 5,000 square feet for $1.6 million.
Business owners out there that want a storefront
on
shop on Lake Mary Boulevard.
There's nothing else on there.
I mean, come on, that's a great opportunity.
And then I've got Cypress Landing. This is in Dr. Phillips, 5 bedrooms, 4 baths, plus a bonus room, plus a den, 3,600 square feet for $925,000. And downstairs, master's on the first floor, along with the den. Upstairs, you got 3 more bedrooms plus a bonus room. And then you've got a balcony across the front of the house. French doors coming off 2 of the bedrooms, and balcony across the front, first floor and second floor. Kind of a New Orleans style French provincial.
Yeah, nice, beautiful.
Yeah, beautiful house. $70,000 kitchen.
You can see all those on your website.
On cleveloveland.com. $100,000 in upgrades. $499,000 with a new roof in the Highlands in Winter Springs. 3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths.
Another great
2,000 square feet. And this is at, all got a $100,000 renovation on the inside of this one. And then you got a backyard. The owner purchased land from the municipality behind him. So he's got over a 1/3 acre lot. And if you want to take a look at any of those, they sound nice. 407-352-8118 or cleveloveland.com. We'd be happy to help you find your next home.
Yeah, and if you'd like to get your loan all started, if you're not going to pay cash and you need a mortgage, call the Loan Arranger at 407-250-9144. We do everything in-house. There's no broker. There's no middleman. Don't think that a mortgage broker is shopping a better rate for you. They're shopping a better commission for them. We don't have commissions here. All of our rates are the best that you can possibly get. We're the largest retail lender in the country. We service most of the loans that we originate. Everything's done in-house from the day that you call us, from the moment you close, and then even servicing the loan.
Let me back up a second to my listings, Bruce.
Yeah.
Realtors, all of those listings pay a healthy co-broke.
Well, good. Of course you do.
I do. And I do not play games with that. I took some listings over the past couple months, people playing games, and the sellers didn't understand why no buyers were looking at it. Their price seemed great. They saw other homes more expensive than them selling. And what it was is there was no reasonable commission to the buyer's agent. And
I think that's an important thing to bring up for all you real estate agents out there. Don't be greedy. You cannot sell a home without putting in an MLS. And if it's not in MLS, you won't sell the home.
Yep.
And if it's in MLS, then pay the real estate agent that has the buyer in their car to get the buyer into your listing. And that's what Cleve's saying. He doesn't take listings without paying a commission. That's the way the real estate agents, the real estate industries always work. And I think that's the way it works best.
Yep.
Anyway, for financing, if you would like to get your loan started, all you have to do is give the loan arranger a call. I have every type of loan product you could possibly think of. First-time home buyer, move-up buyer, FHA, VA. I've got the best VA loans in the business. FHA 100%, construction loans, renovation loans, reverse mortgages, home equity lines of credit, you name it. We got it right here.
You know what I saw the other day was a little bait and switch act going on in very, very tiny print. I saw an ad, and I don't know if it was the Business Journal or where I was at, but it said 5.89% APR.
Yeah.
Sounds great, doesn't it?
Sure does.
But it was a 15-year in tiny, tiny print down at the bottom on 15-year note.
I think that the industry after 2010, when it kind of cleaned itself up, it got better. But I'm starting to see a lot of misrepresentation
there's desperation
again in the industry.
to get business. There is.
Well, I still think that should be consequences for people that promote things and advertise things. Listen, if it sounds too good to be true, it's too good to be true, right? And the fact of the matter is interest rates for mortgage companies are all coming from mortgage-backed securities. Bank of America is not getting a better deal than Wells Fargo. Wells Fargo is not getting a better deal than any other company. They're all the same. That's all mortgage-backed securities. It's all about the margin that the lender has over what they pay for the money. Now, CrossCountry, we do no advertisements, where Rocket Mortgage does a lot of advertisements. So if they're getting their money at the same price we're getting it for, but we're not advertising and spending $10 million a month in advertising, it's no wonder why 1 in 7 mortgages in the United States are CrossCountry mortgages.
But how do those big companies, how does like the Rocket pay for stadiums and NASCAR teams and F1 teams?
Because they make profit on it. The clients and customers think that's the best place to go because they believe their advertisement. Yep. You'd be surprised how effective advertisements are. They are so effective, and people just aren't that smart at really finding.
Well, they don't do it that often. Yeah,
they don't do it. Well, they don't do the research. Matter of fact, if you come to me for your mortgage, I will literally pull up the competition on a Zoom call in front of me, in front of you, right there, and we'll expose everybody. So you get the truth. And listen, I don't claim to be the lowest rate in town. I claim to be the most competitive rate in town. Sometimes you could get maybe a tiny bit lower in rate, but you're going to pay for it or you'll get a surprise. And that is the 6 out of 10 people that are getting a mortgage end up crashing and burning or don't close on time because the consumer is led to believe that they got a better deal somewhere else. Come to me, look at my Google reviews, check out all my Zillow reviews. They are stellar, and they're stellar because I care and I don't want bad reviews. I want you to have a happy experience.
Bruce, what do you think's better? I got a young, upwardly mobile couple in their 30s, one child thinking about more. Both of them have great careers. And they were debating with me about Leapfrog and leaving their old house and then buying another primary house. They really got their eyes set on the big mansion. And my thought is, okay, how about a little delayed gratification, you millennials or Gen Zers, whatever they are, and delay that a little bit and then get the big mansion in 10 years.
Well, everybody's different. Not everybody wants what you and I want. You and I have come up with a system that we have been able to show people how to amass wealth. And I think as long as you buy real estate, you will not go wrong, provided you're not trying to sell it within 3 years of buying.
And I come across very, very few people. When I manage their properties, it is semi-passive. I don't bother you. You're not bothered by the hot water heater flooding the garage at 2 in the morning. You're not bothered. I handle all that for them and basically go over, this is how profitable we were. This is how much the house went up in value. I think we can raise the rent next year. This is what it's going to look like. I go through all of that with them on all their homes and line them up. And I have somebody every once in a while, they're just too nervous about rental property. And they're like, oh my God, they did not cut the grass. Like, you can't be emotionally attached to your old house. and it'll drive you crazy because tenants will never take care of a house like you do. And that one neat freak tenant is just, that's a rarity, but you got to make sure. I just think, look at your overall wealth. And because the tenant didn't cut the lawn and because they dinged up some walls when they moved out, we charge them on their security deposit and you move on to the next person.
Well, but you asked the question about, should you do the Leapfrog program? And our Leapfrog program essentially is, you're not buying the best house you ever wanted right off the bat. You are buying properties that you will live in for a period of time, maybe 1 to 3 years, turn it into a rental, do it again, rinse and repeat 5 times, then buy the one you ultimately want to live in. If you follow that process, we will show you how to go into retirement making 25 grand plus a month and have 5 properties free and clear, worth approximately $3 to $5 million. Now, if you want to go into retirement like that, that's what we can show you how to do. But it is a process, and it takes commitment, and it takes you have to follow the process. But what happens is, most of the time people get derailed by that because they buy the first one and they go, oh my God, now we got a great rental property. Now we're going to rent that one out, but we're going to buy the one we love. And then they have babies. They don't want to move from that house.
College,
they become emotionally attached
they see
to
the
it,
equity.
and they don't want to keep moving and moving. And
well,
moving.
I see the other thing I'll see is they see the equity building in the old house and they're like, oh my God, we could cash that in. That would be a big difference. And, and it's really, you got to delay the gratification. I think that's the biggest problem. If you
can delay gratification, I will show you how to get wealthier than your friends.
I'm not saying buy way below your means. I'm saying be comfortable, move up each time, but you don't have to go for the big one, the final home. And if you do that, you'll be much better off in your 50s and 60s.
Absolutely. And listen, regardless of whether you follow our Leapfrog process, if you are in the real estate game, you will not lose. All you've got to do is get in the game. Real estate will always go up in value. When I hear these naysayers, and I've got one right now that he's like, the real estate's at its all-time high. I don't see how it's going to last. Well, they said that in the 50s, and they said it in the 60s and the 70s and 80s and 90s and 2000.
But when it's a rental property, let's say the value does dip. Doesn't matter. Your rent's going to stay the same. Your rent might go down slightly. And I've been through some bad periods. We've already
seen the dip. The dip is already hit.
I know, but if let's say something else did happen and the value did dip, doesn't matter if you're not selling it right then. It will come back, and you're building equity. You got cash flow on the mortgage. You got you got appreciation. If that does disappear a little bit, you still got tax advantages, and you still got the debt being reduced. The tenant's paying down your mortgage every month.
It's like a 401k and somebody else is making the contributions. Give out your phone number for a minute.
All right, Cleve Loveland. If you want to buy a house, sell a house, do it the right way, manage investment property the right way. You're tired of chasing tenants. You're not getting rent. You're not getting late fees. 407-352-8118. I'll help you with your real estate plan, or cleveloveland.com.
Yeah. And if you're looking to purchase or refinance, I want to tell you that refinancing right now, just to lower your rate or to eliminate PMI, is probably not the right time. But I'm seeing a lot of folks saving hundreds, if not thousands of dollars per month by refinancing and consolidating debt. Do yourself a favor. If you're starting to run into trouble where you've just maybe got a lot of expenses, then call me. Let's look at the opportunity to consolidate everything and start saving you money. My name is Bruce Woodburn. They call me the Loan Arranger. You can reach me now at 407-250-9144 or go to webringyouhome.com. That's webringyouhome.com. Cleve and I will be back in 5 minutes with more of the Loveland Report and the Loan Arranger Show. When we get back, Cleve's got more to talk about what's happening in the market and how you can take advantage of this market. And I want to talk a little bit more about DSCRs and bank statement loans for you self-employed people. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.